Hello, my name is Steve, and today in this video I would like to share with you how you can stay motivated. So let's jump into it. As you can see from the video title, I don't want to share with you any kind of tips or tricks how to stay motivated. I truly believe if you would like to motivate yourself, you just can't explain why you are motivated, because you know deep inside your heart that that's something you would like to do it. Just think about a second and try to figure it out what you like and why you enjoy it. I think you will receive some kind of answers that I like to play video games because I enjoy it, or I just simply like to do this thing because it provides me rewarding feeling, or something like that. You don't need to provide a detailed answer why you enjoy something to do it, because you are simply motivated. I remember when I just watched a YouTube video a few years ago, and the interviewer just asked the person that why you enjoy to go to work out, what is your motivation, and the person just replied that he simply doesn't understand the question, because it's not something that he needs to get motivated, because he truly enjoyed to go to the gym 5 or 6 times a week, and it was just unreasonable question from the interviewer, because if you truly enjoy something, you don't need to get any kind of motivation. So you have the question how to motivate yourself, and most of the time people just try to pull up some kind of tips or tricks that if you do this you will receive the motivation you want. I don't believe in that. If you feel demotivated, I think most of the time it is caused by that you don't see the clear purpose of your goal. It's not because you are lazy or you are not good at this thing, or you just have plenty of fears regarding the topic. It is because you simply don't enjoy the process, and you are not motivated because you don't feel deep inside that that's something you would like to achieve. Certainly I have felt the same a couple of times in my life. I remember back in the days when I just finished my economy studies and I just started to look for a new job on the labor market, and it was a very struggle for me because I didn't find any job. Sadly, I had a lot of debt, and my mind was just only focused that I have to find a work which can pay very well and I can finally pay off my debts. After 10 failed attempts, I just realized that maybe the economist career is not for me, and I just started to read about how you can achieve even more on the labor market. Back in the days, I have found out that if I would like to earn more, maybe I should become a developer. As you know, programmers and developers are highly requested on the labor market, and I truly believed in that. That's something I would like to learn, and of course after that I can earn a lot of money, and of course I can pay my debt. That was a New Year resolution for me, and I just truly committed myself that every single day I would like to code at least 1 hour a day. So I remember clearly that was 3 or 4 months, and I did every single day the practice what I mentioned. And one day I just did my regular coding, and I just realized that it's become difficult for me, and I am truly not enjoy this process at all. It was clear for me that I just did the coding thing for one purpose, and that was the money. The whole process was not enjoyable for me, and in the end I just simply give up on this habit, and I realized that that's not my job at all. So look, you can learn from my example, and if you would like to motivate yourself, it is clear that you need to find a clear and committed purpose. So for your motivation, it's clear that you don't need to do something for some kind of side goals like the coding for money, but you start to do something because you truly enjoy it. For example, back in the days when I just played video games, it doesn't matter how many hours I spend with the game, I still enjoy it. Or it doesn't matter how many times we just failed or I wasn't good enough in the game, I still try to push myself to the maximum to achieve even more. Of course, if you are motivated, it doesn't matter how much money you can get from your activity, because you simply enjoy it and you would like to do as much as you can. So as I mentioned, I start to play video games because I enjoy it, and I think there are a lot of people who just would like to make money from video games. But if you think about it, it's not something why they started to play video games. So I absolutely not played these kind of games because I wanted to earn money. Of course, if I invest enough time, energy, and I never give up playing video games, at some point I can become, for example, a professional gamer who can earn a lot of money. But the basis of this kind of motivation was that purely I enjoyed video gaming. So if you can understand my example, it is clear that you start to do something because you deep inside your heart you feel that would like to do it, and not because you have some kind of other rewarding things like money, fame or something like that. Of course, if you start to play it and you enjoy it, in the end it can be the rewards, but I have mentioned the money, the fame, the good connections and so on. Now I have presented you an example how you can be successful and how can you motivate yourself if you truly enjoy something, and how can it be rewarding for you in the end. So if you would like to motivate yourself, you really need to find your own purpose or your own goal. It can be a very simple thing like you enjoy the fresh air or you enjoy the walk in the nature. Following this logic, if you like to take a walk every single day in the nature because you truly enjoy it, I think you would like to share this kind of feeling and experience what you have regarding to this kind of walking. After that, maybe you would like to capture these moments and you would like to become a photographer who just take photos every single day after his walk. After that, you still can continue this kind of logic, because when you just made a couple of thousand photos, you can upload it to your own blog. In the end, based on the numbers, you will receive some kind of feedback or some kind of people who just would like to work with you, and of course it can earn you some kind of money or good connections or any kind of thing what I have previously mentioned. Think about it, how did you enjoy the walking and how did you enjoy the sunshine, and after that, if you truly enjoy something, you will be good at it in the end. If you invest enough time, energy and maybe sometimes money, I truly believe in that you will become successful. Of course, that was an easy example because you just think about it and you realize that you like to do something. But what happens if you are not motivated at all, or you are not enjoying anything at all? I think that sometimes can happen, but in that case I would like to recommend you to broaden your horizon. So try to take new adventures, meet with new people, and also try to do anything you can. Read a lot of books, and believe me, in the end you will find your inner motivation. So in the recent years I also tried to motivate myself, and as I mentioned, that was easier for me because I have already figured out what I would like to do in my life. And of course that goal was that I would like to achieve the financial freedom. When I was 20 years old, I had nothing but only debt. I also knew that I have to finish my university studies, so back in the days I never struggled with my studies because that was my part of my goal. After I have finished my university, it was time to find out that how can I earn even more money. After I could save some money, I just realized that if I would like to invest this money into something, that can be only myself. I know there are a lot of people who just always try to find some mentor or coach or financial advisor who can help them out, but I believe in that the only way, if you would like to achieve more and more in your life, the first step that you should invest into yourself. I started to learn online marketing, and also I have found out on the internet that there are a couple of items I can resell. Gladly, this kind of reselling strategy just provided me even more money, and in the end, after 2 years, I just could start my own web shop. Certainly during my journey I just have faced a lot of different struggles, but in the end it also just kept me motivated because the goal was very clear for me that I would like to achieve the financial freedom, and it's no matter how kind of obstacles I face, I always know that I need to carry on. I have a couple of friends who just born into the financial freedom state what I have mentioned, and I see on them that they are absolutely not happy at all, because as you know, if something comes easily, it can also go easily, and they are absolutely not feeling this kind of rewarding feeling what I have mentioned a couple of times. It is very strange that sometimes you really need to struggle and also suffer, if I can say that, because that's the way you can achieve something, and that's the way that you will feel that you already achieved your goal, and the reason behind that can be only your motivation. Because I have established my own company, and I also mentioned that I started to resell products, I have learned how I can sell something on the internet. I have also learned a lot of things about the online marketing and the different kind of Google products. And also I have learned how can I cope with angry customers, or how can I talk with people if I would like to achieve a deal. And this is something which also part of my journey, and this can be beneficial for me because I had the motivation that I would like to achieve my own goal. So that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed my examples, and maybe it will provide you also some ideas or tips how you can motivate yourself. I know it's a very difficult task. Of course, it can become easier if you already know what you enjoy in your life. It can be anything. For example, you would like to be a professional video gamer, or you would like to be a personal trainer or a coach, or you just would like to buy some kind of luxury car. It doesn't matter. If it will fuel up your motivation, I think you should already give a try for it. From my example, you can see that I have already working my own goal at least for 10 years, and I am still not achieved what it's formed in my head, but I am very close to it, and it's not a dream at all. I think within a few years it can be my own reality. So if you have any kind of goal right now and you are not feel yourself motivated to achieve this, I think you should drop off this goal and you need to find what you truly motivate. So let's go and try to find out what can be your next goal, and I wish you the best.